Fair enough.
Rob and Slim Show. How you doing, GVAC?
Real good, real good. How you boys doing?
We're doing all right.
Amazing, having a good show.
Pete was singing for everybody.
I was more like screaming.
Dude, I heard. I said, fuck this. I'm moving back to Jersey to start a punt fan with Pete.
Yes!
Yes.
I'm down. I'll do it.
And then Slim's cousin called, and I was like, holy, well, I don't know what's going on.
Where are you boys at? You boys down the shore?
Yeah, we're in Tuckerton. Right by LBI.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay, cool.
Where you living, GVAC?
I'm Knoxville, Tennessee now, but I'm a northern Jersey boy. I'm a Bergen County boy, born and raised.
That's where I'm from. New Milford.
Shit.
Yeah, New Milford.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit! I was born and raised in Fair Lawn, then lived in Elmwood Park.
Nice. Yeah. That's what I still have family in Westwood.
Oh, cool. My parents lived in Washington Township for a while, but now, they hit the, dad retired, so they had the mandatory move to Florida.
Yeah, that's what my dad grew up there.
No shit.
Yeah, man. Small world.
Small? Isn't it fucked up?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
If you would have told me I'd be living in Tennessee, I would have said you were fucking crazy, and yet here I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I lived in West Virginia for a few years, but I always wanted to come back. I always missed New Jersey, man.
Yeah.
West
It's
Virginia.
weird, man. When you grow up there, it's just, you got everything. You got the shore, you got the city, you got, if you want to go to the mountains and shit like that, that's not far away. It's weird that you have everything right at your fingertips.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
man.
tough to leave. There's a lot you miss when you move away.
Yeah. Now, your show is Weird Medicine on XM and Sirius, right?
Sirius XM, and we also do a podcast. So we're on RiotCast, and but yeah, we have the Sirius XM show that's on Saturday nights.
Yeah, I miss it, man. I used to listen every fucking week. Some of that shit made me cringe, almost throw up.
Oh, dude, no bullshit. I sit there at most of the shows with my legs crossed when they're talking about sticking stuff up your cock and shit like that. I get so grossed out.
That's one thing I remember.
I got nothing.
Some guy called in and his urethra closed every month, he said, so he had to go to the doctor and get fucking pierced.
Yes.
Get a gauge,
It's
bro.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and I was sitting there with my legs fucking closed, bro.
Oh, man.
Dude, I am not a medical guy at all. I still wonder what the fuck I'm doing on this show. It's disgusting.
That's what I was going to ask. How'd you fall into it, man? Did you just meet Steve, or?
Yeah. I back in the NEW days, I used to, go on Ron and Fez a lot and stuff like that, and
Nice.
our band became like the house band for all their live events, so I'd be in studio, and then when they came to XM, Docta Steve was listening to Ron and Fez and heard me on the radio, so I got to know him a little bit, and, I told him I have an opportunity to transfer my job to Tennessee. I'm thinking of doing it. He's like, if you ever move down here, you're doing the show with me. He's like, I heard you on the radio and this and that, and lo and behold, here we are.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I always wondered. I was even going to ask, Slim even asked me if you were a doctor. I'm like, I don't know, man.
No, fuck no. I'm a blue collar guy. I drive a sales route for a living. And then I go there and get grossed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's horrific.
Yeah, I used to love the NEW days, man. I used to love RonandFez.com and O&A when they first came.
Shit.
Man. That was the best.
Oh God, that was the fucking Wild West at WNEW.
Yeah.
It was truly. It was. There was times I was in that studio that I'm sworn to secrecy, but it was like Sodom and Gomorrah going on in there. It was fantastic.
The fucking, remember the big-ass night of fights? I still have my tickets. I never got to go to the big-ass night of fights because my buddy Derek was supposed to drive us, and he couldn't get the car or something, so we couldn't go up there, man.
No shit.
Yeah. I can't believe they're done,
funny,
man.
man.
I can't believe Ron and Fez are done. It's like, it leaves like an empty fucking feeling. Same with O&A, you know.
End of an era.
I listened to them for over 20 years each, and like, what the fuck, man?
O&A gone, Ron and Fez gone, you know? It's just, it's so fucking strange how shit changes.
Right? And it's just like, you don't know what to do with yourself. Like, I listen every day. What the fuck do I do now, man?
It's funny, Docta Steve said, you know, with O&A gone and Ron and Fez gone, he's like, I think Weird Medicine is the longest running show on that channel now. Somehow the 1 hour, once a week, pre-recorded Weird Medicine soldiers on.
Yes. The show's great, man. And are you guys...
Oh, thanks.
No problem. Do you guys take live calls yet? Because I remember back in the day it was all like pre-recorded, you know, voicemails.
Yeah, the Sirius XM is all voicemails. What we do with the podcast is we record like every 3 weeks. We'll get together and record 3 episodes back to back to back, but we'll do it live on Ustream so that people can call in, but then that's the next 3 weeks podcast.
Okay.
So the people can call in live on those Saturdays when we're recording live, but, well, you're going to hear a replay on the podcast pretty much. But, yeah, the XM shows, there's no way, because that's 10 o'clock Saturday night is when it runs, and he has to email the show to XM, like, by Thursday night.
Oh, wow.
So there's really, you know, so we have to just pretty much go there, record it. He uses voicemails. We record it, bang, send it off, and it's done.
Yeah.
So there's no way to really do live calls on that XM show, unfortunately. But, yeah, we do it on the podcast. We try and tweet out, like, hey, we're doing it live this Saturday, and call in or whatever. And, you know, you get a million people that make me sick. That's what it's all about, I think.
Dude, and I'm a hypochondriac, too. Listen to some of this shit. I think it was about 2 years ago in the winter. I thought I had fucking ball cancer because it hurt to fucking walk, dude. And I had like a bump on my balls, and like 2 days later I realized it was a fucking, what's that, not a pimple, but like a boil. It was a boil, dude. I had this fucking, I called out of work for like 3 days, but dude, it was painful. And I'm putting like a hot compress on that shit, bro.
You ever got your ingrown hair down there, and you're like, "Oh fuck."
That's what I think. That's what I think caused it, bro. Dude, it was. I couldn't. Like I said, I couldn't even walk. I'm like, fuck. I'm dying.
It's the sickest shit. I don't understand why, but 90% of the callers are people about their cock, their balls, or their asshole, and it's like the 3 things you never want anything to go wrong with. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, if I gotta lose a finger, okay, I'll live with it, but don't talk about taking one of my nuts off or, you know, taking my asshole out. Please, you know?
Just getting it stuck in the zipper sometimes, like when you're zipping up after the urinal, bro. That's excruciating. The fucking ball bag. Yeah.
Do you guys ever get calls?
Really hot. What's that?
I was gonna ask if you ever get calls where you're just like, "There's no way this guy is telling the truth."
You know what? We did get one time where I can't even remember the specific call, but we're sitting there looking at each other like, I think this guy is full of shit. I don't believe it. But you know what? Docta Steve always has the thing like, even if it, you know, suppose we think it's fake, but it's real, I don't want to be like, you know, held liable for anything weird. And he'll always answer it seriously, even though we're sitting there doing the international jerk-off sign. You know what I mean? So you never know.
Dude, I was so psyched when you said you'd come on here, because I've asked Steve in the past, like he's on Facebook, I've asked him to come on here, and he's never answered me. I just figured he's super fucking busy, man.
Dude, honest to God, I'll tell you one thing about Docta Steve. The guy, seriously, no bullshit, he blows my fucking mind. If you knew how much he does, and if you leave a voicemail on the show and it doesn't even make it to the show, he will still research it, find everything about it, and answer you back. He'll call you personally or email you. The guy has a practice. He's a hospice doctor at like 3 different hospitals.
Wow.
He's got 2 young kids. That this one's got soccer practice. This one's got wrestling. I got to pick this kid up, take him to Little League. I don't know how the fuck this man does it. He never fucking stops. and I don't know how he really. It's incredible. The guy is a way better man than me because people blow his phone up all the time. Hey, this is wrong. That's wrong. He has to stop recording the shows because he's getting emergency calls. And I'm like, I would shut my phone off and tell everybody to fucking die, you know? But he's a good fucking man. Like I said, a lot better than me, man. I don't know how he does it, but
I even heard I heard that he was like helping out Lady Di for a while. Like he was staying in contact with Lady Di, and I don't know how.
Oh, she's a mess, dude. Holy fuck.
He's like the patron saint of lost causes. You know what I mean?
Do you ever come back to Jersey, GVAC?
You know what? I haven't been back in a few years, especially like ever since my whole family pretty much moved to Florida. My sister's husband took a job transfer down there, so then as soon as my parents retired, they moved down there. So like my entire family is down in Florida. I still have all my friends in Jersey.
Yeah.
So like the last couple of holidays, like Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter, it's like I've been going to see the family, and I haven't been able to make it back up Jersey way, but I got to get back.
I was gonna say you got to come on live, bro.
Friends of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really do. I got to see people, and I got to get that. I got to get in that Jersey mode again. You know?
It is, man. Like I always felt like when I lived out of the state too. When I came back to visit, I just felt better. I just was more energetic and shit, man.
Yeah. It's definitely a different pace, a different lifestyle in the South compared to the North, and listen, it's what you're used to. I mean, I think if someone that was born and raised down here went up there, they feel like a fish out of water the same way sometimes I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what you're used to. It's just, but it's not bad. I mean, I kind of do like it down here. It's real pretty, and the mountains and everything like that. It's a cool place, and I have no major complaints, but again, it's not where you were born and raised. It's not Jersey.
Yeah. And when I lived out of state, too, people always expected me to be a real asshole. Like, everybody thinks people from Jersey are just assholes. And they were surprised. They would be like, no, he's the coolest dude. Like,
isn't that fucked up, dude? It's so funny, and it's so true. People are like, really? First of all, they're stunned that I'm a quote-unquote Yankee, and I'm not a total asshole.
Yeah.
It makes it worse when they find out I'm from Jersey and I'm not an asshole. They're like, holy shit, So maybe I'm down here to smash stereotypes. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I was in Georgia visiting my father, and I was hanging out with his girlfriend at the time, her daughter and the daughter's boyfriend, and they were like,
"Hey, this is getting hot."
Yeah, it is getting sexy, right? and they were like, they looked at me.
You fucking bastard.
Yeah, but they look at me and they ask me, they're like, "Hey, is it true that people don't hold doors open for people in New Jersey?"
Yeah.
And then they go. And the follow-up to that question was, is it true there's no sweet tea in New Jersey?
Only Snapple. Only fucking Snapple. That's it. We don't fuck around with sweet tea.
One of the guys I worked with was like, I was driving up there one time. He's like, we were taking a trip to Maine, and we stopped at a McDonald's for breakfast, and they don't serve biscuits and gravy for breakfast at McDonald's. And I was like, no, they don't. And I was like, I never heard of such a thing until I moved down here. But yeah, it's weird, man. Shit is so regional, and people take it for granted it's going to be everywhere. And it's like, no, that's your shit.
I do miss from being down south. I miss Bob Evans. Oh my God, that sawmill gravy on everything, bro. Yeah. Holy shit. Cracker Barrel too, yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Waffle House.
There's there's 3 Waffle Houses in every fucking town. It's amazing.
Don't they have just like a big griddle and they put like a chunk of fat like in the middle of to grease the thing?
It's not even butter, it's lard. It really is. It's a big fucking slab of lard.
That's what I heard.
I swear to God, you've never seen more people in wheelchairs and obese as you have when you come down here. It's like everybody's like, got handicap plates, and they're 400 pounds, and they're in their scooters driving around Walmart. And
fucking
it's like,
mullets.
maybe time to change the diet a little bit.
Yeah. No, they're doing everything right. They're not doing anything wrong.
There's no convincing them it's funny as shit.
Oh. Oh, shit.
That's so fucking classic. Man, it's good to talk to some Jersey people, man. Holy shit, I haven't heard the fucking Jersey accent in a long time.
Fuck yeah, man. I try to hide it on the show, but it comes out in certain fucking words.
I don't know
I
don't know what a Jersey accent is.
It's the North, like certain words, like
use.
Nah.
I don't know what I do different from other people. Like I just don't know.
I don't know,
It's funny, man. One of the guys we just hired a young guy. He's probably about 25, I'm going to guess, at our company at work, and he's a fucking Southie from Boston, and they're getting a kick out of his fucking accent. Boy. Holy shit. Oh, my God. You got, like, my jersey with all the Southern people, and then you got this fucking kid, with, like, get out of here, with that fucking accent, and that weird Boston lady talks, and it's great. It's insane.
That's a great accent.
It's like the Peter Griffin accent.
The Rhode Island, yeah, man.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, man.
But it makes you exotic to be down in a southern state or something. Like, people think like you're the shit, like when you're from Jersey and shit.
They definitely don't know what to make you at first. You know what I mean? It was real weird because, like I said, I drive a sales route, and I'm like, are these people going to buy from me? And at first, it was pretty tough, believe it or not. And one guy even, gave me the old, you're a fucking Yankee, huh? Like thinking, I'm like, wow, this shit kind of really exists still. But over the course of time, I've been here almost 5 years. I've made some good friends, and I got some customers that have become friends. And yeah, after a while, people are people, and they accept you,
Yeah. Where I live, too, it was like there was a lot of people from Philly there. There was a lot of people from D.C. there, so that was cool. It wasn't just all hayseeds.
Right. Some of the areas I sell to are pretty much, and I mean, dude, seriously, I have customers that I still have a hard time understanding because they are mountain people, like way out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
We had a guest last week. A super fan.
It's stereotypical. Dude, it is stereotyped. They talk like this and real slow, and you're like, holy shit,
Got the
it's
banjo.
Like, you're expecting the banjos to start playing. It's like, oh, fuck, I got to get out of here, But, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You know what? It's funny, man. When I was a kid, my parents always took us on vacation to Vermont. We used to always vacation up there. And it reminds me like that here. It's like mountains and farms and lakes and rivers and shit like that. And it's pretty as shit. It really is. And you have your cities. You have some cool cities.
Yeah.
And Knoxville, where I am, is a college town. I mean, University of Tennessee's right here. And my God, when the Volunteers are playing football, the whole town, everyone's decked head to toe in orange. Old ladies.
Yeah.
Everyone's.
That's what our buddy Matt told
college
us.
Football.
Yup.
Dude, college football's a religion down here. It's insane.
That's what he said. High school and college down there is like everybody, the whole town goes.
Yep.
What
One of the guys I work with, his son was playing high school football, and so I went one Friday night. He's like, come see my kid play. And I'm like, all right. Holy shit. Thousands of people there playing under the lights. Like, what the fuck?
GVAC.
It's crazy.
Does your band still play?
You know what, man? Well, the band I was in Jersey, I had kind of left that after about a year and a half before I moved down here. Came down here, hooked up with a couple of guys, was in a band for a while, and then that split up. And you know what, man? After all this time, and I'm kind of at the point now where I really do miss playing out, but I don't miss all the other bullshit, lugging equipment and this and that. And you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I did it for so many years, and now I'm kind of like burnt out on it. I'm like, I'm too old,
I did that with the Rat. When I worked at a radio, I worked at the Rat in Belmar, and just the PA, what's that, the AV system or whatever it is, the portable. Yeah, dude, that shit was so heavy, dude.
PA systems.
Lugging that through a full, crowd, a concert crowd. It was fucked up.
The band I was in, when I was up there, the last gig I played with them, we played at a basement club in Manhattan. It went really great. We sounded great. Everything went perfect. But it was like in the middle of July, and there was like this spell where it was like 3 days in a row of like 110 and humid.
Yeah.
So in a basement club under the lights, I swear it was about 140 on stage.
Wow.
And, just drenched, left there so dehydrated, and now it's like 2 a.m, and you got to carry all this shit up a flight of steps out to the street, load the truck, the car. Everyone's, this one lives in Queens, this guy lives down by you guys, I lived in North Jersey, so okay, you got to wait for this guy to pull around, I'll watch the gear, load him up, you watch the shit, I'll get my car. And by the time you get home and unpack everything, it's like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, who's it?
And dude, It's like after every gig we'd have a three-way like conference call, the drummer, the bass player, and me. Like, hey, that went great, or this didn't go good, or what do you think of this? And we'd line up our next gig. Well, we got this, and this. So we have our conference call the next night on Sunday night, and they're like, hey, how's it going? That was great show. Everyone loved it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, guys, I'm out. I'm like, what? And I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm like, I can't fucking do this no more, man.
Slim.
It beat me up so fucking much, man. Just
Yeah.
being that drenched and that exhausted and that tired.
Just
And it's like,
drained.
fuck this shit.
Slim, didn't you know a
Fuck
band
it.
whose gear got stolen at a gig not too long ago?
Oh yeah, I guess there was a guy like scoping them out the whole time, and the whole band didn't realize what was going on, and they went to go get a drink at the bar, and they came back, and everything was gone.
All their equipment, dude.
It's like one dude just took
Yeah.
all everything. Like,
I got a story.
I guess he was hanging out like near the band and always talking to the band, so everybody thought he was just maybe like a roadie or something, like helping out the guys.
Oh,
so nobody
so he
realized
just
he
played
was-
it off. Like,
Yeah.
I got to get the shit out of here.
Yeah.
My old band, I got really drunk at a gig up in Trenton one time,
Okay.
and like, so we played our set. I stumbled outside, all fucked up, and I thought I saw my friend, my bassist Tom, from behind. So I leaped off.
So you fucked him in the ass.
No.
Ah!
I leaped off the porch to fuck him in the ass. I put him in a headlock. I put him in a headlock. All of a sudden, I see the crowd of people that he was talking to. They split, and I see Tom across the. I see him literally across the crowd. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? How many fucking drinks did you have?" And I look at him. I look at the guy that I have in the headlock.
His eyes are popping
I
out.
look at him. My eyes are literally like bulging at this point.
I bet the guy you're squeezing.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry, man.
I'm so drunk.
And the guy says to me, he's like, that's not the first time that's happened to me.
Oh, fuck.
You look like my girlfriend from behind. Shit, GVAC, we gotta wrap this up, brother. It was so great talking to you. Thank you for calling us.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, guys. It was a blast, and I dig the show. I check out a bunch of your shit on YouTube, and I'm going to tune in from now on, man.
Awesome.
I really like it.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you so much, GVAC.
And where can everybody find you guys? Like, not like we have to promote you, but
Yeah, RiotCast, Weird Medicine. New episodes are up every Tuesday night, and then Saturday nights on Sirius XM, Sirius 206 XM 103.
nice. Thank you, dude.
Hey, thank you, guys. All the best.
You too. Have a great one.
All right, man. Be good.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
Your cousin.